Hello folks, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included Absurdities here in the new ranch expansion, let's call it. What I'm doing is, well, let's just go through it. We're going to have these more vertical looking hatch ranches with a couple critter condos because we have space for them. So we're going to have 4 of those down here with room for a 5th if we need it. That still gives us, so we have 3 right now. That adds a 4th. To hopefully balance out our coal consumption. And then we'll have this guy here is, of course, the Drucker Ranch. I tried to reinvent the wheel. It just wasn't working. So, I mean, why do it if it doesn't work, right? So, here we are. I'm going to take this actually and copy it. Yeah. New blueprint right here. We're going to call this Drucker Ranch, and hopefully it'll overwrite the last one. Let's use it, and can we flip it? No, we can't flip it. Okay, well, let's do it live then. We're gonna have a gas lock. I might make it a liquid lock. We'll see. That's going to go over, and let's figure it out. We're going to have our doors here. Am I doing this priority 1? I sure am. Well, that's fine. You know what? This is... And I'm doing it as sandstone? Yuck. Yuck. Do it out of granite. In fact, do all of this. If I have it in sandstone, do it out of granite. And then those need to go in over there. In fact, I need to change this wall. Do I or don't I? I don't think I do. I don't think that wall needs to be there. I think I'll run this ladder all the way down. For reasons. I don't know. Just access, generally speaking. We could, I mean, we could have a second door in. There's nothing wrong with that, just as a maintenance hatch, I guess. But it's not really needed. I don't know, call it future-proofing. Yes, so, up to there. Lag. Let the lag happen. Oh, by the way, I connected my thing. You have to turn on data communication. So I allowed that, and now we have a new blueprint. Ooh, lucky jammies. Even the most brilliant minds need a little extra luck sometimes. Tops and onesies. Splendid. Is that a quality? Oh my gosh, what next? Prints? Basic purple shoes. A pair of purple shoes that go with everything. Footwear, common. I didn't even know we could have footwear. That's cool. Yes, print. This could take a while. Basic yellow gloves. A good solid pair of yellow gloves that go with everything. And all available blueprints claimed. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Does that mean we can, like, change some of the clothes up or something? We have a cool vest here. No, it doesn't look like I can do anything with that. I don't know. We'll explore that at a later date. How about that? Let's just build this for now. Is that going to work? Yes, as long as oxygen stays here. And then we can put a drop of liquid if we say delete that tile. We can also delete some of these ladders at this point. Blink. Done. We'll get... I'm changing my mind a little bit. Okay. Revisit that. It's unimportant at this point in time, but I mean, I know I want this form factor, so let's just go with it. That's our airlock. We're going to have ladder down to there. We're going to seal the bottom of this area. And we could have more room. Oh yeah, I didn't even really finish talking about what's in here other than the hatch ranches. This is going to be for lettuce, and we're just going to plant it wild. So we have to start at the top right, which will be this tile here. We'll get some pips in there. We'll get some lettuce seeds in there, and we'll start letting that hatch so that we have frost burgers. It's like right now we have a ton of frost buns. We just don't have the other stuff for the burgers, namely lettuce. And the lettuce, the water weed, is not really near to finishing. So I figured, why not just have 3 of these? I don't even know what size these rooms are. It doesn't matter. It's growing wild, right? So it'll be fine, he says. Now, one thing I do need to kind of pay attention to is how many tiles of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take one of these, mirror it, put it there. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 farm tiles. Like so, but it's probably too soon to think about those, at least some of them. We'll just let them get the work done. By the way, the cooling is doing wonders here. We have made up all the steel that we kind of had left behind. Here, let's get those 2 back in there. How much steel do we actually have? We got 2.2 tons, and we've used a fair bit since, well, not a fair bit, but we've used it probably a good ton between episodes, just finishing up various things. So actually, no, we had these 3, right? Last episode, these 3 were just starting to get built. So yeah, we've made a couple tons for sure. So this cooling loop is ready to go-ish. When we want it, I think I need to put in a drop of oil here first and vacuum it out. We got the ventilation all set up. We just need to connect the... Yeah, we need to connect this. We are pretty much out of iron. Let's go have some iron made. We've got lots of iron ore, I remember. So, actually, this I think I put to 99, and it's come down to 38, so that's really great. Iron ore to iron, we have 305 tons of iron ore, so let's make a whole stack there. It's working so well, I've considered putting up another metal refinery. Just over here or something. Over here, they're just processing eggshell and fossil. I told them to do some fossil. We're not tracking lime over here, but I just look at it every time we queue up. Iron to steel, we have, yeah, like 118 crafts of steel left for lime. And as long as we keep breaking down the fossil and the eggshell, we'll be okay. All right, this has come up. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll have more wall. And again, I think, I don't know, we could go for another Dreco Ranch at the bottom here just because we have space, or 2. Something looks a little off here. Let me double check once we're free of the lag. 26 tiles. 26 tiles? Never mind, it's just fine. It's my eyes that are off. Okay. Because these are already tuned to 96 tiles, we need to make sure that we have everything set properly. Yeah, we need a drop of water, but then again, we don't, as long as the oxygen stays there. By the way, we've done wonders on vacuuming out this asteroid. We're down to 484 grams down here. Even to the point where I thought, you know what, we can get rid of this guy. The extra pump that was up here. And so I have. Because I think I'm going to build a refinery on top of it. Let's go ahead and get those materials back for now. And I had thought of, yeah, just pushing this out. How would I do that? Well, we have a lot of granite around, so let's just use regular tiles. Granite, And we'll start filling this space. We will do the igneous here. Yeah, we're going to start filling that up. More plans, please. That's going to go there. Actually, it's fine out of copper. I don't really care right now. Yes. Skill required operation. So, you need to have played the game of operation in order to be skilled enough to do that. That's what that means. Get that one tile like so. We do our drop off here. We leave a space for no particular reason. There used to be a, in the original, we had a storage bin there, but we just don't need that. So why put it in there? And the shearing station. Which, you know what? Let's be true mirror finish here. True to the mirror finish? I don't know. Words. There we go. That's that stuff. We need to power everything. I might just come right through. Power lines don't have to be mirrored. And then this might actually just be a good place in general for a transformer. And we may decide to cool this space. It all depends on what happens. Get some iron thrown off some heat in there. These things will produce heat over time, I'm pretty sure. What are we looking for? Refinement for the shears, or is it a station? I think it's a station. Shearing station does produce heat. Not a lot of it, but it does produce a little bit. So we can provide some minimal cooling to the area, and I think that'll be fine. We don't want to freeze out the lettuce, though. That'll be our consideration. Because the water weed is 22 to 65 degrees. Yeah, so we might take some of our return coolant. Maybe we won't cool it at all. I don't know. We'll plan not to cool it for now. And we'll go with cooling when we need to. Because we need to stabilize the temperature in there. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, that's all coming along nicely. We do need to put you in. Where are you? You're kind of like that. You're closer to the door. Right there. More power. Okay, the power will go like so. We'll close it off. Yeah, I think as long as we make sure that the pressure of the oxygen in here doesn't get too low, it should be fine. And we shouldn't be using the oxygen because the dupes are in their suits. So as soon as these are ready to go, I guess the one thing we need is we're going to need to move some hydrogen down to them, which is easy enough. I think we just take some overflow off of this line. Yeah, about that. Maybe we just take it all for a minute here. We're going to need another bridge there. And let's figure out how to get it down there efficiently. We'll split it off 50-50. We'll put in just regular gas vents. And that should be good. We'll need to plant the mealwood. It's way more mealwood than they need, but I've actually kind of come to a realization. We don't even need to pick up the mealwood. We don't need to store it. We don't need to pick it up. We can just let it lay on the ground and rot, as far as I'm concerned, and turn into the nasty stuff. Is that really the thing to do, though? I don't know. It certainly is easier. The meal ice. Or we just cut it down to only having like 4 plants, which is I think all we need for them to not be harvestable. We'll start with 4. And we'll see how the animals do with that. The Dreckos. Yeah, so we do need... Oh gosh, we need to actually replace all these lines through here too. We have need of a lot of aluminum and iron. The one thing I wanted to do here, which I mentioned to 𝘠𝘭𝘥 in the comments, is I want to go ahead and replace that with a steel airflow tile, and maybe then we can get this iron to not freeze into a solid block. We can hopefully make it go debris mode. New printables. Maybe we could take a Drecklet and put it in one of the new farms eventually. Why don't we just do that? It can populate one of these. Now I want to disable harvest. Actually, this one kind of needs to have some priority so it gets planted. Likewise there. And this is, yeah, other than the whole power situation, we're pretty much ready to go. I guess for reasons, we'll go with, you know what, I'm going to do the heavy watt joint plates here. And we'll start building the rest of this network with the new stuff. We'll make it out of aluminum. Whoopsie. Let's get a transformer. We'll use a large one. Sure, we'll make it out of copper. Up you go. That goes to there. How do I... Yeah, you know what? That's how we do that. It's just a graphical glitch. But that'll do. And that should power pretty much everything through here. I had a thought about doing some automated feeding of these guys too. If we have, say... over, I don't know where it's going to end up being. Like, look at this mess of stuff, though. This is definitely in need of a revamp. But if we load sedimentary rock into a loader, why don't we just go ahead and make this thing happen? Load it up. Ship it. Can I reuse some of this, or do I even want to? Nah, I don't even want to. In truth, though, I'm gonna need some bridges, so... Okay, we're using iron ore. I'm gonna switch to copper. Copper really hasn't had much of a purpose for us lately. I'm gonna have to go down here. I can't reach those, though. Okay, I tell you what, we don't really even need them in any particular spot. It just has to be a short distance. We can put it there. There's no problem with that. They should be able to reach. Yeah, they can reach all of that. Reach all of that. Thinking. This is, again, this is temporary, but it makes me wonder, should we just, instead of putting up more temporary structures, come up with a better solution for our shipping, our storage? I mean, the answer is yes. What is going on here? I keep trying to mop up this little bit of liquid nuclear waste that I had put in there. For whatever reason, it's proving difficult for them. I mean, they're doing it. It's just like it just turns back into liquids again. Let's drop it to the bottom of the map. How about that? I want this little reservoir to be gone. No, in truth, I don't need to. I've got my 10 by 10. This is much bigger than a 10 by 10. Why did I do that? I don't know, reasons. That's gonna get fixed. This, it doesn't actually matter. You can live there. In fact, we could take out this airflow tiles. Anyways, we'll leave that there. Even to the point of putting back... Sorry, I'm having to think. I don't actually want these here. I want to move them all off to the periphery. And the oil, for instance, is going to live somewhere... probably here, and then I think we use this as petroleum. I did make an extra one between episodes a while ago now. We'll probably need more, but those are fairly easy enough to replicate. In fact, that's ready to go. I'm gonna pause on that, I guess. But again, this is where the kind of the thoughts need to happen. Do I bother making one of these for brine? Maybe we just put some space over here because it's going to be an awkward area. I do want to continue this down. Oh, that's convenient, actually. I like that. Why? No. Priority 9 is unnecessary. It's going to result in much weird pathing just to get to there. E5. There we go. Just an expressway down from this transit tube. I mean, we have another one here. We have another one there. So they're all going to be accessible. Eventually we'll have one farther down, probably near this oil reservoir as well. Reservoir. Yeah, I would like you guys to erase that promptly. And this is coming really quickly, actually. I need to change my build priority. Just grabbing anything. Put it on priority 5. Right click. Problem solved. Yeah, so much is being changed. We're just tearing out and rebuilding temporary systems, and I need to stop doing that. We need to go the end game. Okay, so let me consult my piece of paper, which has some stuff written on it. It's my little manual spreadsheet. Kitchen, great hall, 3 rooms. So kitchen, great hall, 3 rooms, pod, and then monument I would like to have here, and then across the bottom the Grand Central Station, I like to call it. With maybe... So the thought is to have a channel, like it'll probably be a 4 tall level, but it'll be a park underneath the monument, which, because when they come down this side, say the exit is, actually, let's just plan the way it is. The exit's here. They have to come down this pole sometimes and then run across. So why not have them run through a park just like here? A very messy park. With the monument on top of it. So that's gonna be the same idea. It's just gonna get pushed down a little bit. And it's not that complicated, really, at the end of it. I kind of want to go back to my screenshot of my old base, because I thought it was pretty. Yeah, here we are back with that. This is going to be a little different. It's as if I'm putting this monument into the central column of the base, and then the sides of the base, actually, I don't even know what we're going to put on the sides. I think just for reasons, I'm probably going to go back to a room design like this. We'll have still some rooms, but we'll just add more bedrooms and probably maybe take out the hot swapping thing. The hot swapping will just kind of count as a temporary thing. I don't even think this was done at the time of the screenshot. But they came in here. They actually hopped on... Yeah, they hopped on these, and they went from... It's so funny, actually. But it might be the solution I'm thinking of. They went from inside this interior base. It was completely locked off, except for a couple locked doors for emergencies. And they would hop on a transit tube, and that would bring them here. Bring them outside of the central base to here, and then they'd have to go through, get their suit, and then be connected to the rest of the network that went elsewhere. Like, I think this actually came through here, and this went around. I was using the tubes through walls mod for that, in case that looks weird. I wish I was still using that. I thought I had it in my mod list, but I don't know. I just like the idea of them being background buildings, even though it's totally unrealistic. I'm still all for it because you could hide the lines a lot better. But we're making do without it, right? So anyways, enough of that. The other thing I was going to show you guys is, I mean, it definitely wasn't a room full of dupes that were forced to run on treadmills to burn calories and puke and eat more food to eat enough meat for an achievement. That I wouldn't show you that. So yeah, I really want to do justice by way of an endgame base. The thing is, when I did that base, say the pod's here, that base was built like here, pretty far away from the original pod site. And as you can see, like, we have the space, we could do it. And that's, I mean, it's just a thought. We could go ahead and replan. There's tons of space up here for rockets. How high up can we build? All the way up there. So we could do rockets all in vacuum, which I had planned to do anyways for exhaust purposes, because rocket exhaust is hot. Who knew? So if we put it, if we make sure the launch site is over vacuum, we'll probably be doing ourselves a favor. I don't know if there's a cold rocket. That would be pretty cool, though. Anyways, this is pretty much the project of the day, and feeding the critters manually for the time being is not that big a deal until we get a central storage. I did review, if you look for Brothgar's automated storage video, it has a pretty good idea for an automated storage and retrieval system, based more or less off of real life stuff. Brothgar used to do a lot of really good Oni content back in the day, but I guess real life job took over instead of YouTube, which is cool. Hopefully he's doing well. Anyways, I think I'll call it there, because reasons. in the next, we'll get this populated, maybe even between episodes, because I can just start letting them get dropped off here, like, because we have, where am I looking at? We can just copy this, right? Paste it there. In fact, we can copy their food. And right now we have a lot of sedimentary rock. What am I looking at here? Hatch. Hatchling. Nope, nope, nope. Stone hatch. Stone hatchling. Yeah, stone hatch. Sedimentary rock. That's what we want. With kind of like a priority 5 on it. But at that point, what do you mean you're not in a stable? Did I do this wrong? Oh yeah, I did. It's 100 tiles. I was going to fill in 4 tiles. And probably just do that, I don't know, with some airflow tiles, just like that. Nice and symmetrical. All right, problem solved. And I'll fix this one in general. But for now, it's fine. Yeah, a bit of an in-between episode, I feel like, but there's definitely something to be said. Ooh, we're filling up with hydrogen. That's beautiful. There's something to be said about getting some progress done on moving the critters out of the base and just making this happen. We're going to have to put some water in here, obviously. I think we'll do in between with granite. Just like the other side, so we don't have to put a lot of water in. Maybe we'll use the little bit of brine we have. Go here. We don't even have the height. We will have the height if we take out those tiles. But yeah. How much brine do we have? Yeah, we got lots of brine. We use brine for the, I'm pretty sure they grow in brine. Wrong plants. Water weeds. Yeah. Water, salt water, brine. Well, we could just use regular water. But we have brine that's doing nothing, and will probably do nothing for a long time. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to call it. I'm a little scatterbrained today, so I apologize. Hopefully you found some enjoyment anyways out of the video. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye. Arrivederci. Ciao. Buongiorno. Orlami.